Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now, don't skip this. This will happen in your house tonight. Archangel Michael is trying to alert you by begging you for just 2 seconds ago. Open it quickly. My beloved child, listen closely and don't move your thumb, because the next breath you take will carry a message that has been searching for you for a very long time, and tonight it finally found your door. If you stay with me till the last line, I will place a sentence in your mouth that turns keys you cannot see but will certainly feel in your home before you sleep. So do not skip. Do not wander. Hold still and let this be the moment you say, I heard him. I am Archangel Michael and I speak to the part of you that kept going when no one clapped. The part that wipes tears in the bathroom and returns like nothing happened. The part that loves even after being misunderstood. I stand at your threshold with a sword of light that never wounds, only separates truth from noise, peace from panic, purpose from pressure. I have walked through your rooms as quiet as a breeze and I have marked them with calm. Tonight that calm will become visible to your heart. Do you feel how your name softens the air when it's spoken in heaven? Your name is not heavy there. Your name is music there. Your story was never late. It was being braided. This is the hour where the knots loosen, the misunderstandings unhook, the ache that kept circling your chest finally bows down and releases you. Stay with me, because in a few lines I will give you a practice so simple it feels like breathing, yet it will change the atmosphere of your house in a way you can't mistake. First, hear this. Nothing about you is accidental. The room you are in, the cup on your table, the blanket on your chair, even the corner that needs tidying, everything in your reach can become an instrument of peace when heaven breathes on it. Tonight heaven will breathe on it. You will notice the softest shift. The room will feel a shade brighter. A familiar object will seem new. A memory will unclench and a smile will arrive without permission. That is not imagination. It is a sign that what was sent to drain you has lost its place. Now lean in. Press your shoulders down and let your heart rise. Place your hand over your chest for a moment. Yes, right there where your courage lives, and inhale solely. On your exhale whisper, I am not behind. I am becoming. Again, a little deeper. Inhale peace. Exhale the weight of other people's timelines. One more time, like a gentle bell, inhale and exhale the word home. As you do this, watch how your thoughts line up like children returning from recess. Calmer, clearer, ready to listen. There is a door in your house that your eyes pass 100 times. Tonight that door becomes a lesson. Every time you look at it, remember, you can leave the old sentence on the other side. What was the old sentence? Nothing works out for me. I'm always too late. I am hard to love. We cut those sentences away now, cleanly, kindly, finally. If you are still here with me, you are ready for a new sentence and I will give it to you shortly. But first, let me place oil on your day. I bless your floor. The path of your feet will be steady. I bless your table. What comes to you will multiply. I bless your bed. Your sleep will become a rehearsal for joy, not a run of old storms. I bless your windows. What you see next will not be filtered through fear, but through favor. I bless your door. Who enters will be peace. What leaves will be heaviness. This is not drama. This is alignment. Your home is being tuned like an instrument so that it sings when you speak gratitude. If you've stayed, this is your proof. Notice the tidy warmth in your hands, the subtle release behind your eyes, the breath that suddenly feels longer. That is how heaven confirms attendance. You were never asking for too much. You were asking from the Rome well. Tonight the well shifts to the inside, the living place where God set a lamp under your ribs and told it to stay lit no matter the season. I am here to turn that lamp up. I see the room where you keep what you don't know where to put, the folded intentions, the old papers, the delayed dreams. Take one dream in your mind right now. Don't overthink which one. Let it choose you. I am standing with you, and I declare this dream is not expensive for heaven. It is not complicated for heaven. It is not far from heaven. It is at the perfect distance to meet you when you take one faithful step. Tonight, that step is simple. Speak the blessing out loud in your home. In a moment, I will give you words, but listen to the setup because this is where the power gathers. When you speak, do not perform. Do not try to sound holy. Talk like you'd talk to the love of your life, honest, warm, slightly trembling because you know you're being heard. Speak near a doorway or a window if you can because thresholds remember words. If you cannot, speak from your bed. It is enough. Heaven does not grade your location. Heaven listens to your consent. Here is the sentence. Say it now or replay it and say it when you are ready. Tonight, my home agrees with heaven. Peace lie here. Joy live here. Provision live here. Love live here. And anything that cannot love me back. Your assignment ends now. Say it once softly, once like you mean it, and once like it already happened. Then be still for 3 breaths and let the room answer you. It will. You will feel the answer is relief. You will feel it as a tiny rise of hope that doesn't ask your permission. That is the sign. Do you remember when you thought you had to fight everything alone? You don't. I am stationed at your door and I am not tired. I cut away the rumor that keeps repeating, I silence the echo of old judgments. I escort out the leftover shadows of conversations you held in your head at 3 a.m. so you can finally rest. Tonight is not about winning against anyone, tonight is about returning to yourself, the version of you that God has been waiting to see standing in the middle of your own room saying, I'm back. As you listen, you may feel like crying a little. That is not weakness. That is your body unclenching. Let it happen. Tears are the rain your garden needed. When they pass, notice the clean feeling they leave behind. That is the new normal. Speak kindly to yourself in that state because words root more quickly in soft ground. Tell yourself, I am allowed to look forward. I am allowed to surprise myself. I am allowed to be happy without apologizing. Now I place a ribbon of protection on your schedule. The calls that waste you will reschedule themselves. The people that drain you will become too busy to bother. The open door you have been waiting for will find your address without detours. Your task is simple. Stay grateful and keep your room ready. A ready room is not a perfect room. It is a room that expects good news. Put one small thing in order before you sleep: fold that shirt. Rinse that cup. Line those shoes. Tiny order invites large order. Before we close, there is one more gift. I pressed courage into your voice. Tomorrow, when your moment comes, and it will, you will not over-explain or undersell. You will speak with the clarity of someone who knows heaven cosigns their yes. Opportunities feel the temperature of your voice. Let them feel the warmth of certainty. And if doubt tries to rehearse old lines, you will smile and answer. Tonight my home agreed with heaven. I live where peace lies. If someone sent this to you, bless them. If you found it by accident, smile. There are no accidents this gentle. You are seen. You are carried. You are safe to hope again. And because you stayed till the end, receive this final seal. May your house echo with good news. May your phone light up with favor. May your rest be sweet. And may your next step be obvious and light. If this message touched you, whisper a thank you to God right now, and, when you're ready, write amen in the comments so your own hands can see your faith in writing. It matters. And if you feel led to keep this river flowing, you can tap super thanks below to support this work and help me speak to more hearts just like yours. I bless every giver and every listener alike. Tonight your home agrees with heaven. Peace lie here. Your love lie here. And now breathe and go in quiet strength. Stay with me, beloved, because the river is still running and there is more for your heart to drink. Do not rush away now that the first piece has landed. This is the part where the blessing puts on shoes and walks through your home with you, room by room, turning ordinary corners into quiet altars of gratitude and strength. So breathe softly and keep listening, because I, Michael, am not finished speaking life over you yet. Let us begin with your doorway, the place that knows every goodbye and every return. Stand where you normally put your keys or your shoes and let your shoulders loosen. Whisper welcome peace. Welcome joy. Welcome simple good news. Then gently add whatever cannot love me back. You may rest now. Feel how the doorway excels with you. Thresholds remember words. You are teaching your home a new language. Now step to your living space. However small or grand it is. Look at one object, a cushion, a chair, a framed photo, and thank it for hosting your tired days without complaint. Gratitude makes furniture holy. Say, this room is for rest and laughter. The stories told here will be soft on the soul. If you live with others, bless their names under your breath. If you live alone, bless the sound of your own voice. The house has been waiting to hear you speak kindly to yourself. Walk toward the kitchen, even if all you have is a single shelf and a kettle. The kitchen is where heaven likes to disguise abundance as ordinary ingredients. Place your hand near the place where you prepare or keep food and say, multiply what I have. Simplify what I want, and satisfy what I truly need. You will notice future cravings turning into cleaner choices without struggle. That is how provision feels when it stops fighting you and starts partnering with you. Go to your window. Windows are the house's eyes. Put your palm against the glass and, if you can, open it a little. Take one breath of outside air and say, I allow good news to find me. Then, very slowly, close your eyes and listen for a small sound you normally ignore. The distant hum, a bird, the heartbeat of your neighborhood. Let that tiny sound be the answer to your prayer. You are connected. You are not late. Life is happening with you, not around you. If there is a mirror nearby, this is a sacred moment. Stand before it, not to judge but to witness. Smile just enough to feel your cheeks lift, say, I see you trying, and I love you for not giving up. The mirror will want to keep this sentence. Repeat it once more for memory. If tears come, let them. If they don't, let the quiet be your offering. Now return to your bed. Beds are more than furniture. They are maps of your nights. Smooth the sheet with your palm and whisper, tonight, I rest in the center of God's reliability. Place your phone face down for a moment. This tiny act trains your future to stop knocking into midnight. Then speak this promise aloud. I will wake up tomorrow with a clear first thought. You are practicing ease, and ease is not laziness. Ease is trust with breath. If there is a hallway or a small stretch between rooms, walk it slowly. Hallways are the sentences between chapters. Most people rush through them and miss the wisdom of transition. In your hallway, say, I move from what was into what is becoming. Imagine the air adjusting light fabric being tailored to fit you better. You are not forcing change. You are fitting your life more gently around who you truly are. Now listen carefully. I want to give you a tiny daily ritual so simple it will feel almost too easy. But ease is the point. Each evening, sit for 60 harvests and do the 3 soft things. One soft memory from the day. A kindness, the smile, a solved problem. One soft decision, something you chose that honored you, however small. One soft intention for tomorrow, how you want to feel when you wake. Speak them aloud. The mind respects what the mouth clarifies. Over time, the 3 soft things will rewire your nights for calm and prime your mornings for courage. And here is the secret phrase I promised. The one that turns in the lock you cannot see. I choose gentle power. Say it now and feel how that phrase refuses the false choice between being strong and being soft. Gentle power is a river that moves mountains by patience. Gentle power dresses you in dignity without noise. Gentle power is how heaven wins at homes. I am still with you, walking the edges of the rooms where worries like to hide. I lift them one by one. Old comparisons, the memory of a text that never came, a silence that once felt like judgment. And I lay them down where they can no longer tap your shoulder. You will notice in the days ahead, a kindness rising in you that will surprise you. It is not performative. It is your original setting coming back online after years of static. There is someone you love who does not always understand your tenderness. Bless them anyway. Cite their names softly and ask heaven to send them exactly what would make them feel safe. When people feel safe, they hear better. And when they hear better, they love you the way you can notice. Let your home be the rehearsal studio for that better hearing. Speak slowly here, laugh fully here. Rest honestly here. If work has been heavy, place your hand over your calendar, even if it's just an app in your pocket, and declare, "My time is not a battleground. My time is a garden." Imagine each appointment becoming a plant. Some need pruning. Some need sunlight. Some need to be removed kindly. Watch how cancellations you feared become gifts you needed. Watch how one new invitation feels strangely exact. This is not chance. This is alignment escorting you into rhythm. If money has worried you, sit near your table and say, "I bless what I have and what is coming." Then do something ordinary but prophetic. Organize one small space, a wad, a drawer, a stack of papers. Order is a magnet for resources. Do not hurry, do not mutter. Hum, if you like. Heaven loves the sound of people tidying their hope. Now, a blessing for your friendships and family. May conversations turn from problem loops into possibility circles. May old jokes return at exactly the right moment. May new honesty feel like opening a window. May you become easy to apologize to and quick to forgive, not because you minimize what hurts but because you finally live from a place that cannot be stolen. I place a banner over your house. This is a learning place, not a losing place. You will make mistakes here and you will learn here. And learning will feel less like punishment and more like growing into a soft sweater that fits just right. The next time embarrassment visits, offer it tea. Ask it what it came to teach. When it finishes, walk it to the door and bless it for going. Listen. There is a hum in the walls now, a sweetness around the light switches, a patience in the floorboards. That is not fantasy. That is the echo of your new words settling into the wood, the paint, the fabric, the air. Hoes develop memory. Tonight, yours learn your truest name, beloved. And beloved ones do not live by accident. They live by appointment. Before we close, I want to put tools in your hands for the week ahead. If anxiety flutters, touch the nearest surface and say, "Here and now it is safe." If confusion fogs, put both feet flat and say, "Truth, rise like a quiet sun." If loneliness whispers, place your palm on your heart and say, "Company lives here." These are not tricks. These are keys. Use them without drama. Now, breathe with me one more time. Inhale as if peace had weight and you wanted to feel it settle. Exhale as if old scripts could evaporate. Place your hands forward just a little as if receiving something unseen. I set into them clarity for decisions, sweetness for resting, courage for saying no, and no is holy, and a surprising delight that comes looking for you at the oddest hour and finds you ready. If this message found a tender place in you, say amen aloud where you are and let your own ears become witnesses to your yes. Share this with someone who needs a gentle room tonight. You might be the reason their house remembers how to breathe again. And if you wish to support this river so it can reach more weary hearts, you can tap super thanks below. Your kindness lets these words knock on more doors in the dark and leave a light on. I bless every listener and every giver with the same smile of heaven. My beloved child, before you sleep, whisper this final seal over your home: I choose gentle power. My home agrees with heaven. Peace live here. Joy live here. Love live here. Then lie down like someone expected by good news. I will stand guard at your door while you dream. My beloved child, stay with me a little longer because the river has not finished telling its story. There is a softness gathering in the corners of your house like morning light deciding which wall to love first. And I, Michael, am still arranging tenderness so precisely around you that even ordinary minutes will feel like answered prayers you can touch with both hands. Listen, there are 4 quiet corners in every room, and tonight each corner becomes a companion. Walk your eyes to the first corner and breathe once for what you already survived, to the second and breathe once for what you are learning now. To the third and breathe once for what is being prepared with your name on it. To the fourth and breathe once for the people who will smile because you kept going when you finished these 4 breaths. Say softly, my home remembers who I am, and feel how the walls answer back with a hush that feels like kindness finding its chair. I want to teach you the candle and cup, 2 simple companions for calm. If you have a small light, even the screen of your phone will do. Hold it like a promise and whisper, I am ready for gentle clarity. Then set a cup or glass of water by a window and say, I am ready for honest refreshment. The light reminds your mind it can see, the water reminds your heart it can flow. And between the 2 you will notice decisions that felt tangled beginning to loosen like threads finding their true path through the fabric. Now walk with me to the place where you keep your shoes. Shoes are memories of journeys and the silent witnesses of your courage. Pick 1 pair and touch it for a heartbeat. Say, thank you for carrying me. Then add, carry me toward what loves me back. You will feel a small click inside, not dramatic, more like a drawer closing properly for the first time in a while that is alignment choosing you because you finally chose yourself without apologizing. I place a quiet instrument in your hand called the 1-page evening. Before you sleep, take any sheet, paper, notes app, even the back of an envelope and write 3 lines only. 1 gratitude with a name in it, 1 boundary and a sentence, 1 brave intention for tomorrow. Keep the page by your pillow and know this, the heart sleeps better when tomorrow has already heard from you and the morning greets those who spoke kindly to the night. If your mind tries to rehearse old arguments, give it gentler lines to practice. Repeat after me with a calm that asks for no permission. I am not late. I am aligned. I do not chase. I choose. I am allowed to be new on a Tuesday. These sentences are keys disguised as lullabies. They don't shout. They open. You will not win your peace by volume but by consent, and tonight your whole spirit is nodding yes. Let me bless your mornings before they arrive. When you wake, place both feet on the floor and say earth under me, heaven within me, love ahead of me. Then touch your doorway and whisper what belongs to me may enter, what burdens me may rest. Drink water before words, smile before screens, and watch how your first 10 minutes begin to train the next 10 hours to treat you like a person worth protecting. There are 7 small acts that turn a house into a sanctuary without moving a single wall. First, make a tiny order somewhere no one sees because unseen order teaches your nervous system to trust you. Second, speak 1 blessing over an absent friend because generosity expands rooms without furniture. Third, Eat something that grew in sunlight because your body writes its poetry with the ink of what you feed it. Fourth, put one unfinished task in a later basket and release it because not everything deserves a front row seat. Fifth, let a window breathe even for a minute because air carries new stories. Sixth, thank an object out loud because gratitude trains attention to notice abundance in plain clothes. Seventh, laugh at least once because laughter is the houseplant of the soul. It keeps the air honest. If there is a photograph of someone you miss, you may hold it for a moment and say, "Thank you for the chapters we wrote. I bless what was and I release what must be." Do not pull on the ache. Let the ache loosen on its own, and when it does, place the photo somewhere it can catch light because love prefers windows to drawers and you are learning to be a window again. I am setting a quiet circle of light at the four edges of your home. The entry where hello lives, the table where stories sit down, the resting place where nights grow gentle, and the window where dreams practice being seen in each place. I lay a small prayer that sounds like this. Let this be easy to keep and hard to lose, and you will find in days to come that peace begins to act like a loyal pet, always around your ankles, always happy to see you, always asking you to sit for a moment and be loved on purpose. If you have carried a fear about money, I will not argue with it. I will walk it to the porch and let it feel the evening air until it remembers it is a visitor, not the landlord. Then I will place in your hands the practice of honest numbers. Write what is true, bless what is there, ask for what you need, and add one line called surprise, not because you demand it but because you've learned to welcome goodness without a tracking number. Abundance likes good manners, and you are becoming exquisitely polite to your own future. For the relationships that matter, may your voice learn the art of clear softness. Say what is true without thorns, listen like you're translating a beautiful language you almost forgot. And when apologies are ready to be born, deliver them without speeches. Tenderness is fluent in few words and great follow-through, and you are becoming tender in a way that doesn't break you, it builds you. Now a vow for your heart. If you want it, place your hand over your chest and repeat with me, slow and warm, I will not abandon myself to be approved, I will not shrink myself to be chosen, I will not silence myself to be safe. Feel how your posture changes at the sound of those promises, not into defiance but into belonging, the kind where your shoulders remember the doorframe of peace and lean there like a friend. I give you the table blessing for shared moments, whether you eat alone or with others. Pause for one heartbeat and say, may this meal teach me to receive, then take the first bite with gratitude and the second with patience and the third with hope. Receiving is a muscle you are strengthening, and soon you will notice how goodness stops rushing past you and starts sitting down in front of you with a napkin and time. Before we close, I want to hang a simple sentence above your week like a gentle banner you can see from every room. I choose gentle power. When choices arrive, consult the banner. When emails are loud, consult the banner. When your own thoughts get crowded, consult the banner. Gentle power will never embarrass you, it will escort you, and every escort of peace comes with a clarity that does not need to audition. If this river of words has watered your soil, say amen where you are so your own ears can trust your yes. Share this blessing with a soul that deserves a softer night and let your kindness travel farther than your feet. And if you feel led to keep this work flowing to the weary and the willing, you can tap super thanks below. Every gift is received with prayer. and every listener, giver or not, is honored with the same embrace. My beloved child, take one last breath with me. Lay your head down like someone expected by good news. Whisper once more, my home agrees with heaven, peace live here, joy live here, love live here, and sleep in the shelter of a promise that does not expire while you dream. I, Michael, will keep the watch, and when the morning opens its hands, you will find exactly what your heart asked for in a language your life can finally understand. My beloved child, lean closer one more time, because the hush around you is not emptiness, it is preparation. The air is arranging chairs for good news, the walls are practicing a softer echo for your name, and I, Michael, am still speaking to the place inside you that refuses to give up even when no one notices. Do not rush. Let this moment unwrap itself like slow sunlight across a calm floor. You are safe here. You are seen here. You are being rebuilt here in a way that does not require noise to be real. Tonight I place something simple and strong in your pocket. The quiet Amen. It is a whisper you can use anywhere, anytime, without ceremony or audience. When a thought tries to sprint into fear, when an old memory taps your shoulder, when a door seems unsure whether to open or stay closed, breathe once and say under your breath, Amen to my becoming. Watch how your shoulders lower. Watch how your heart changes key. The quiet Amen is a keyhole that only you can see and you can turn, and every time you turn it the room remembers how to welcome you. Now let us bless the clock without letting it boss you around. Time is not a judge with a gavel. Time is a garden with patient fruit. Put your hand over your pulse and say, I'm on time for my life. Then add, and my life is on time for me. Feel how those words loosen the old race inside your chest. You are not competing with anyone for what is yours, you are simply arriving with grace. From this gentleness, decisions stop feeling like cliffs and start feeling like doors you are allowed to open with a smile. Walk with me, in your mind or on your feet, to the quietest corner of your home, the place that hears the least conversation. Tonight we will give that corner a voice. Stand there for breath and say, I dedicate this corner to clarity. Place a book there you have wanted to read, a pen that writes without scratching, or a folded note with 3 sentences you love about being alive. Every time you stand in that corner, your mind will enter as if it were a library where answers shelve themselves while you breathe. I name the 4 doorways of your week so you can walk through them without stumbling. The doorway of morning, where you speak one true sentence out loud before screens. The doorway of midday, where you pause for 60 heartbeats and take 3 sips of water like you are drinking permission to continue. The doorway of evening, where you choose one tiny order over one tiny worry and let your nervous system be proud of you. The doorway of rest, where you forgive yourself for not finishing everything and bless yourself for starting what matters. Step through these doorways gently and watch how the hallway between your days becomes friendly. If your heart still carries the weight of a conversation you wish had gone better, place that conversation on the table of tonight and let us reseason it with grace. Say the person's name softly, then say your own name with the same softness. Now speak this. I release what I cannot edit. I keep what I learned. I carry love forward. That is enough. Heaven does not grade you on impossible rights. Heaven honors brave beginnings and honest endings. You have both. Here's the 7-note breath I promised you. The breath that teaches your body the language of peace. Inhale to the count of 4 as if you were filling a quiet, round lantern under your ribs. Hold for 1 like a gentle pause between sentences. Exhale for 4 as if you were fighting a winter window with something kind you want to write on the glass. Then finish with a small smile that tells your nervous system we are allowed to feel okay. Do it twice, do it thrice if you like. Your body is listening to you again. Now a blessing for your work. Paid or unpaid, public or hidden. May your effort be met with honest doors and kind corridors. May your yes be clear and your no be holy. May your creativity stop knocking from the outside and start speaking from the inside with a steady voice that knows what it wants. I place glow around your name in the rooms where decisions are made. I place ease in your emails. I remove the itch to over-explain. I escort your focus like a friend who saves you a seat in the front row of your own life. A small practice for the moments you feel alone. Touch the nearest surface, the back of a chair, the spine of a book, the frame of a photo, and say, here is a real thing. I am a real person. This is a real moment. And then add, love is here. Not as wishful thinking but as an invitation that love never declines. The world becomes less frightening when you prove to your senses that you belong in the present, and the present becomes generous when you treat it like a place rather than a blur. Let us talk to your future with a friendly tone. It is not a stranger. It is a relative you have not formally met. Close your eyes for a heartbeat and picture a door with your favorite color. See a version of yourself on the other side who has slept well, laughed fully, and kept delightful promises to their own soul. Ask that version 1 question: what do you want me to do next? Take the first simple answer. The one that doesn't make a speech, and write it down somewhere your hands can see. The future loves handwriting. It can tell when you mean it. I clothe your home tonight in 3 garments that never wear out: soft order, warm welcome, and quiet courage. Soft order says things do not need to be perfect to be peaceful. Warm welcome says you are allowed to arrive as you are and leave a little lighter. Quiet courage says I will choose what loves me back even when no one is clapping. When these 3 live together, drama forgets your address and joy forwards your mail. For your body, which has carried you through more chapters than anyone knows, I bless your breath to be deep without effort. Your shoulders to remember their natural height, your jaw to soften as if a kind hand were holding it, your stomach to receive meals as letters of care rather than assignments to solve. May movement feel like music rather than maintenance. May rest feel like trust rather than time lost. May you wake with at least one part of you already glad. If finances whisper at night, answer them with the 2-column truth. On the left, write what is undeniably so: numbers, dates, needs. On the right, write what is generously possible: unexpected favor, fair exchange, doors you cannot predict but can welcome. Between the 2 columns, write 1 sentence. I am trustworthy with increase. Say it without rush. You do not have to conquer money to be at peace. You have to be honest and hospitable. Honest about what is hospitable to what could be. There is a sentence I want you to keep at eye level for the next 7 days. I do not chase, I choose. Put it where your thumbs wander. Let it guide how you answer, how you plan, how you rest, how you love. Chasing is loud and tiring, choosing is quiet and powerful. You will feel your calendar shift, your cravings simplify, your conversations unclench. That is your life, remembering that it belongs to you and to the love that first imagined you. Before we close, allow me to lay a final seal across your threshold. Repeat after me, gently like water finding its level. I choose gentle power, my home agrees with heaven. Bees lie here, joy lie here, love lie here. I am undying for my life and my life is undying for me. Now be still for 3 breaths and notice the room answer. It will show itself as ease, as a small smile you didn't plan, as a readiness to sleep or start. Either is holy when chosen from peace. If this message rested your spirit and set tenderness back on its feet inside your house, say amen out loud so your own ears can witness your yes. Share this with someone who deserves a softer night, and if you feel led to keep this river of comfort flowing to more homes that need it, you can tap super thanks below. Your kindness helps these words keep a light on for weary hearts. I bless every giver and every listener the same. Sleep like someone expected by good news. Wake like someone already loved. I am here and I will keep the watch. My beloved child, don't move your thumb and don't let your breath rush ahead of you, because this exact line is a doorway and your name is the key. If you stay with me through these words, the room you're in will begin to feel like it remembers you, and the next quiet thing you do will echo like a blessing that refuses to wear off. I, Michael, am still here, speaking not to your hurry but to your harmony, not to your fear but to your future, and tonight your future is standing closer than your shoulder and smiling like it knows a shortcut you've never tried. Let us begin with the little litany of now, 3 lines that reteach your house how to hold you. I am welcome here. I am safe to grow here. I am allowed to be new here. Say them softly like you're telling a child the storm has passed. You'll feel the floor grow friendlier under your feet, as if the wood itself has decided to stop bracing and start believing. Homes copy the people who live in them when you choose gentleness. Your walls learn your accent, your doorknobs learn your patience. Your mirrors learn your mercy. Take me to your table, even if it's a corner of a desk or a space you borrow between other people's plans. Lay your hand on it for 1 heartbeat and say, from this surface, I will serve peace. Then write 1 beautiful line, just 1, about the life you want to live. I work without apology. I love without bargaining. I rest without asking permission. 1 true, beautiful line daily becomes a spine your week can stand up straight against. Soon your calendar will look less like a battlefield and more like a carefully set table where each hour arrives with good manners. Now the doorframe prayer, tiny but durable. Every time you cross a doorway, touch the frame lightly and bless what you're stepping into. Clarity in this room, kindness in this call, focus at this desk, sweetness in this kitchen. Do not hunt for fireworks, hunt for steadiness. The Holy's transformations are often quiet enough to be mistaken for relief. For your phone, which is a small river that sometimes floods, set a boundary with a smile. Before you open it in the morning, put your palm on the screen and whisper, only what loves me back. You will notice how certain clicks lose their appetite, how certain messages wait their turn, how your attention begins to act like a well-tended garden instead of a parking lot. Attention is sacred currency. Spend it where it multiplies you. I give you the graceful no, a sentence that keeps your peace while keeping your dignity. That's not for me right now. Practice it in your mouth until it fits. When invitations arrive that do not honor your becoming, place this sentence over them like a soft blanket and watch how they fall asleep without grommel. Your life will start to like itself again. Let us walk to your closet, because clothing remembers seasons. As your fingers move, say, I dress for the future I'm willing to carry. Choose one garment that feels like ease and wear it this week on a day that used to scare you. Ease is not laziness, ease is skill where it rests. Watch how conversations adjust their volume when you arrive draped in quiet. I bless your body now, the traveling cathedral that has never once abandoned you. May your lungs receive air like good news. May your heart keep faithful time. May your shoulders drop to their honest height. May your jaw unlock like a door you finally found the right key for. May your sleep knit up with the day unraveled. And may movement become music again, not punishment, not payment, just the choreography of a person who knows they are allowed to belong to the moment they are in. Here is the 3-bowl practice for money and meaning, a give bowl love circulating, a grow bowl future preparing, and a glow bowl present celebrating. Each week, even with the smallest amounts, let something land in each bowl. This is not about numbers. This is about nervous system trust. Your hands will learn a new story. I am resourced. I am responsible. I am radiant. Money relaxes in honest homes. For relationships, place 2 chairs inside your imagination and sit in both for a moment. You 1 chair. Say what you truly feel with kind edges. This matters to me because, in the other, sit still enough to hear the part of their story you've never met. Empathy doesn't excuse everything. It explains enough for love to choose a wiser tone. Speak like you want the future to quote you with a smile. Now the 4 quiet wins of the day, tiny victories that add up like compounding interest on peace. Make one thing easier for tomorrow. You set something out. Prep a note. Finish one thing fully. Let completion kiss your forehead. Leave one thing for later without guilt. Boundaries or bridges, not walls, and give one sincere compliment. Generosity trains your attention to notice abundance on purpose. Stack these, and watch confidence return without needing applause. If regret tugs at you, lead it to the window and let it look outside until it learns horizons again. Then speak this over it. I release the version of me who didn't know yet. I bless the version of me who is learning now. I welcome the version of me who can be trusted with joy. Regret becomes wisdom when you refuse to rehearse the courtroom and choose the classroom instead. Let us tune your evenings with the Lantern Minute. Dim one light, put your hand on your chest and ask what felt like love today. Wait. Don't grade. Receive. Then ask where can love try again tomorrow. Write only the first small step. The heart keeps promises that start small and stay kind. I place favor around your name wherever it must travel. In messages, in meetings, in memories. Not a noisy favor, not a performative favor, an accurate favor, the kind that introduces you as the answer to a question someone important is still learning how to ask. Your task is not to shout. Your task is to be findable. Keep your yes clean. Your no gentle, your follow-through gorgeous. If loneliness circles the house like weather, light the smallest warmth, a candle, a lamp, a cup of tea, and narrate the moment out loud. This is me taking care of me. And send one message that expects nothing and offers something. Gratitude, a blessing, a memory. Connection grows where expectation softens. Your gift tonight might be the exact rope someone else needs to climb back into themselves. The 5 sounds of sanctuary will help you hear your progress. The soft clink of dishes done without resentment, the laugh that arrives uninvited, the page turned without rushing, the sigh that doesn't collapse but clears space, and the silence that feels like company. When you hear any of these, nod at them like old friends finding your egress again. I am laying a seal on your language now because words build rooms. Replace I hope it's not too late with I am right on time. Replace I always mess this up with I'm learning my rhythm. Replace this is too much for me with this is big, and I can take one small true step. Language is architecture. Speak like you intend to live here. Before we close, I want you to do the blessing of the hands. Hold them up for a heartbeat and say, you have done so much, then, you are allowed to do less and mean more. And finally, everything you touch next, touch with calm. Your hands have memories, teach them a new reflex, gentleness first, then genius. Watch how doors respond to hands that don't knock like emergencies. Now breathe in for 4, hold for 1, out for 5, and let your body register the memo. We are not sprinting. We are arriving. Whisper after me with the same softness you would use to wake a friend from a bad dream. I choose gentle power. My home agrees with heaven. Peace lie here. Joy live here. Love live here. I do not chase, I choose. I'm on time for my life and my life is on time for me. Be still. Feel the room answer. That small lift in your chest. That's your future taking off its shoes and deciding to stay. If this spoke to you, let your own ears hear your yes. Say amen out loud and let the echo become your new beginning. Share this with someone who deserves a kinder night, be the reason their house remembers how to breathe. And if you feel led to keep this river flowing to weary hearts in quiet rooms across the world, you can tap super thanks below. Every gift is prayed over. Every listener is blessed the same. Sleep like someone expected by good news. Wake like someone already loved. I, Michael, will keep the watch. My beloved child, pause right where you are and let the room meet you halfway. Because the syllables you are about to speak will become a soft engine that hums through your walls and turns ordinary minutes into faithful friends. If you lend me the next few breaths without skipping, I will lay a line across your threshold that keeps your peace in and lets goodness find its way to your door without knocking twice. I, Michael, am still here, not to hurry you, but to hold you steady while your life remembers its right rhythm. Your home has learned your new accent and tonight it wants more words to practice. So put your hand over your heart like you're answering a gentle roll call and whisper. I am present to my own life. Then let your shoulders fall to their honest height and feel how the air softens as if the whole room just agreed to love you out loud. Let's tune your day before it arrives with the ceremony of firsts. Give the first minute of morning to gratitude, the first glass to water, the first glance to light, the first sentence to blessing, the first decision to ease. Tiny firsts teach big hours how to behave, and you will notice your calendar relaxing its fists because it has finally been shown a kind example to imitate. Walk with me in your mind to the quiet desk where plans pretend to be louder than purpose. Place one page in front of you and write 3 lines across the top. Peace is my pace. Clarity is my company. Love is my language. Under that, let your pen choose the smallest next step that would make today kinder for tomorrow you. Set out the keys. Send the honest email. Throw away the tired excuse. Follow through as a love letter signed with your own name. Move with me to your kitchen, the neighborhood of nourishment. Hold a spoon or a cup and bless it like an old friend. Multiply what is here. Simplify what I crave. Sanctify how I receive. Then choose one food that grew in sunlight and take the first bite as if you were letting the sun finish its journey inside you. This is not a diet. It is devotion, and your body will understand the difference immediately. Now the door frame him. Touch the frame lightly each time you pass and speak a single word assignment into the room you are entering. Calm, focus, kindness, play, rest, wonder. You will begin to feel rooms develop personalities that help you instead of distract you, and your attention, which is sacred currency, will start returning interest because you are spending it where it loves to multiply. If your mind starts rehearsing an old scene with new fear, invite it to the blue chair. Even if your chair isn't blue, sit, place both feet firmly and say, "This is my thinking place, not my spiraling place." Then ask your fear one respectful question: what are you trying to protect? Answer it with a boundary and a blessing. Thank you for caring. I will handle this with one true step and a gentle pace, and watch fear turn into information and then into quiet. Bless your work, public or hidden. Say, "I am not performing, I am participating," and let your creativity move from audition to assignment. No more shouting your worth to rooms that cannot hear themselves. I cover your name with accurate favor in the places decisions are made. And I remove the itch to over-explain. Your yes will be clean, your no will be kind, and your follow-through will feel like breathing. For relationships, practice the 2-seat listening in your imagination. Sit in your chair and tell the truth with soft edges. This matters to me because. Then sit in theirs and listen for the sentence you almost missed. They needed safety before solutions. Bring the chairs back together and speak a bridge. Let's try again. Slower. Bridges don't shout, they hold. And love prefers well-built quiet to well-phrased drama. There are 4 friendly habits that make a sanctuary without moving a wall. Finish one small task completely so your nervous system learns closure. Leave one small thing undone on purpose so your nervous system learns freedom. Prepare one small kindness for later use so your nervous system learns partnership. And celebrate one small progress point so your nervous system learns to look for light. Do these and you will feel life stop dragging you and start dancing with you. If regret knocks, let it stand on the porch and look at the sky with you. Whisper, "I release the me who didn't know yet. I bless the me who is learning now. I welcome the me who can be trusted with joy." Then give regret a warm goodbye. You are not erasing the past. You are escorting it to its right size so it stops borrowing your tomorrows without asking. Name your week like you would name a poem. Let Monday be momentum. Tuesday mercy. Wednesday midpoint miracle. Thursday meaning. Friday finish gently. Saturday savor. Sunday stillness. When you greet a day by its true name, it hurries to live up to what you called it, and your hours will begin arriving dressed for the job you hired them to do. Bless your finances with the 3 honest sentences. This is what I have. This is what I need. This is how I will honor increase. Put a small amount, however small, into your give bowl love circulating, your grow bowl future preparing, and your glow bowl present celebrating. Nervous systems trust patterns more than promises, and abundance loves homes where honesty and hospitality sit at the same table. Let me place a golden quiet on your evenings with a lantern minute. Dim one light, place a hand on your chest, and ask, what felt like love today? Receive the first small scene that returns. Don't grade it, just bless it. Ask next. Work a love try again tomorrow, and write a single practical step. Your heart keeps promises that are clear, kind, and small enough to finish in one gentle sitting. Now the blessing of the hands. Lift them for a heartbeat and say, you have done enough for today, then you will do the right amount tomorrow. And finally, everything you touch next, touch with calm. Feel how your fingers unlearn emergency and remember elegance. Doors respond differently to hands that arrive like peace rather than panic. Wrap your rest in this night banner. I choose gentle power. My home agrees with heaven, peace lie here. Joy live here. Love lie here. I do not chase, I choose. I'm on time for my life, and my life is on time for me. Say it softly, like a lullaby you trust. Then put one small thing in order. Line the shoes, rinse the cup, fold the blanket, so your morning wakes up to proof that you were kind to it before it even arrived. If loneliness circles, light the smallest warmth and narrate the truth. This is me taking care of me. Then send one message that offers something and asks for nothing. Gratitude, a memory, a blessing. Connection grows where expectation softens, and you might unknowingly become the lamp in somebody else's late-night window. Hear your progress by the 5 sounds of sanctuary, the soft clink of dishes done without resentment, the laugh that didn't beg for permission, the page turned without rushing, the sigh that clears rather than collapses. And the silence that feels like company. When you hear any of these, nod and whisper. Keep going, because your house is learning to hum your hope back to you. Finally, beloved, open your palms as if receiving an invisible envelope. I place inside it clarity for decisions, courage for boundaries, sweetness for rest, and a string of simple opportunities that know your address. You will not have to push doors that are already opening. You will only have to walk like someone who belongs to their own life. If these words rested your spirit, say amen out loud so your own ears can witness your yes. Share this blessing with someone who needs a softer night. And if you feel led to keep this river flowing to weary hearts everywhere, you can tap super thanks below. Every gift is received with prayer, and every listener is honored the same. Sleep like someone expected by good news, wake like someone already loved. I, Michael, will keep the watch.